Hare Krishna, start quick.
Flower petals here. Some flower petals.
Which door is he going in? They don't want him to go next door, they want him to go in the front door.
Where's the front door?
Right around
Which
the
way
other
do you
side. You can either walk around this way or right where you parked your car.
On the right here. Thank you.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Dharma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Shiva Charana Bhama
What is the meaning? Ignorance is...
First praying comes, first praying emanating from the spiritual master,
Then
ignorance is destroyed.
but it seems that it is opposite. First avidya should go and then prem should come. What? Govinda Bhagat.
No, prem should come first, then avidya will go.
How it will come if there is avidya? Anartha may come. If there is anartha, avidya, then prem may come. Have you heard anywhere?
Srila Prabhupada used to say that once one gets a higher taste, then the lower taste goes away. He gains a superior taste, and then the taste that is remaining in this world is no longer tasteful.
The question is there that if there is avidya, anartha, and all other bad things, may prem come in that stage?
In the introduction, the first chapter of Madhurya Gadamini, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is expressing how Bhakti Devi is in the possession of the pure devotee. And totally independent.
Jahar Prasade Bhai. What is the meaning?
By his mercy, by the mercy of Gurudev, prem comes.
First and then avidya. Otherwise no way. But we think opposite. We should be more purified, then you will have to hear and to have the kripa of Gurudev. So it is not good Siddhanta. By the mercy of Gurudev, serving him, prem comes. First it will come the rays of prem. Very little prem. In the shape of Shraddha, Nishtha, Ruchi. Gradually they will go away. The bhakti will coming, and they will gradually. When prem will come, then totally avidya. Otherwise, no. Understand?
Yes.
Second thing, we have heard that Dronacharya asked his disciple that give me that thing.
Thumb.
Thumb. To whom?
Ekalavya.
And he did not thought anything. At once he gets cut to. How strong disciple. We should try to do like this, no? If you are not doing service to our Gurudev like this, how you can be advanced devotee? So he was advanced devotee.
He disobeyed his guru.
How? He gave advanced and how did he disobey?
That was the consequence of his.
Eh?
That
We should
was.
follow or nothing.
So,
Should we follow him?
no.
Why not?
No.
Why? We should not give our thumb to Gurudev.
Our heart.
Eh?
Our heart.
Our heart. What a defect in that Eklavya.
He was
Yes.
against Krishna. He was inimical to Krishna.
He was inimical to Krishna's devotee. He had pain in his heart against the devotee of Krishna.
He offended his guru.
He wanted to finish them all.
Yes.
Dronacharya first refused that I will not
Accept you as a disciple.
No.
Will not
I
teach
will
you
not
archery. Teach you
teach
archery.
teach you art of
Archery.
archery. He told that I will take archery vidya to you, from you. And when he refused totally, then he went to
Jungle.
that boy went to
Jungle.
jungle and he established a statue of Dronacharya and he took everything. He became so expert. Dronacharya knew his heart and he said, he thought that he has not obeyed me. He don't want to obey. But he thinks that what he wants, it should be fulfilled. So, he was learning all things. Gurudev doing this, he took the thumb. This thumb. That because he was like a demon, not like a but demon. He fought with Krishna, he wanted to kill Krishna. So Krishna took his chakra and at last, and he was dead. So he was demon. But in school I have seen not listening, they don't want to listen. They keep name of these disciples Ekalabya Maharaj ki jai. So many are clubs to think that he was so advanced devotee that he gave thumb. This is not. So we should try to know the inner heart of evil, and in this way I want to serve. I like to be with Gurudev because all will honor me. This is good thing. When a photo will be taken, then I will be in front of Gurudev because all know his soul. What he wants, we should know and do accordingly. This is Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthatam. If we can think and understand the Siddhant, then very soon we will develop our hearts to Gurudev and having his mercy, praying, and then avidya. Go.
Gurudev, how could Ekalabya learn archery so well if Dronacharya wasn't?
It was the abhas of Kripa. Abhas Kripa, you know?
Semblance.
of mercy.
If we are doing offensing name aparat, so much wealth will come. Reputation may come. Why they will come? To finish our bhakti. But we think that, oh, if I am doing namaparat, yet so much wealth is coming. So this is made. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Gurudev, you say that when we're chanting and if we're thinking about getting material benefits, then those benefits come to us. We should know that it's just it's not real bhakti that we're doing. We're not. It's not beneficial to us. If these benefits come to us, we're chanting, our mind is wanting this and that, then...
No. Man is knowing everything. He knows all things that you don't know. He knows your heart more than you know. So if you have no desire anything, then it will not come. But you have internally desire, but you are not knowing, understanding. But he knows, so he will say. If you don't want that thing, you refuse. But you are not refusing, oh, it is coming. But this is desire.
Gurudev, is it possible that once having got the mercy of the Guru, is it possible once having gotten mercy of Guru, that and ignorance goes, that later on due to some bad association or lack of association that the anarthas will come back? Or is it actually... You said that prema will come and avidya will go. But is it possible for such a devotee to having received that mercy for the
If he has attained prema, no.
So if anarthas
But
come...
he is thinking that I have received the mercy of Gurudev, but is still not anything. Some praise is coming, some money is coming, and he thinks that this is the mercy of actually Gurudev mercy. Then he will fall.
when prem comes and avidya goes, there's no anathas?
No,
will not
no,
come back.
at that time there was no prem actually. Not even abhas. What was that? Pratibimba. Not even pratibimba. You played that last night very well, but your playing becomes a jokerness. You are playing the part of that Brahmin of Kasi. No? You wanted Chintamani, but so much valuable thing. Your acting was somewhat better, but more did we seeing that some joker part to place audience. It should be that mood of that Brahmin should not be. Should not be. When he came to Sanatana Goswami, Sanatana Goswami told him that I want to know that whether you want that money or not. So throw it in the money. Listen to it. Very loud, very strongly throw it. And after that, Sanatana Goswami knew that he has no wish to have that. And he thought that, only he thought, that Sanatana Goswami has anything more than this Chintamani. He has kept it hidden anyway. Daily that money was not coming to him, rolling down to his feet. You told that it used to come daily. Why Sanatana Goswami will remember this? He forgotten for 40 years or more than that. Where I kept, he had no remembrance. And when he began to, he remembered that Shankar has told me that you have. Then he remembered. What is that thing? Oh, from these touches from there, he should go out. And he took and went, after going some distance, not to his home, and he tested all these things, and then he came. No. In the midway, from midway, he returned and told, I don't want this. I know that you have more, this is the very third class of Bogas, this jewel. So you forget. Don't I know that you have that. I want that better class of, best class of that. That should come a vairagya. Mood here. So that all audience should have this mood. That don't want anything of this.
And the Nija Rajkana Vivaha करते जाना निजे में बोले निजे दे दिए बोले निजे.
He was in need of money for only to marry her
daughter, marry his daughter.
Only that. And he went to Shankar and Shankar took that. So more things have come that it should be very good impression for all audience. They should laugh and make merry. It should go in the heart of. By seeing this, one will so hear or understand the glory of God. I want to they know that your wife, your son, any daughter you have?
One son.
Only one son.
He also
Very
took from you.
small family. No? Very good. Be like this. Like Behari. Always.
Thank you so much for coming.
In last drama, you became sannyasi.
No,
Very beautiful. Baba, only having pity. And you?
Krishna. Krishna?
Krishna, you become Krishna. Oh, very beautiful Krishna. Very. This last drama was so good. Of Braj Bhav. But you will have to be in the same, always thinking, always meditating, always. Very my blessings to all.
Shri Gurudev ki
Huh?
jai.
Oh, well, I wanted to meet you. Where you have done? Outside?
এখানে একটা ফরা করেছে ছোট্ট দেখে।
Promise to come back next year.
Swami, you should call me and pray Krishna that I may come.
I'm always praying that you may come. Thank you so much, Gurudev.
So are you driving home?
Yes, come on.
Wait, you can come inside there, Lola.
You are there? How you can? You can buy car and you can buy airplane. Airplane.
এইগুলো গাড়িতে এলো আগে এলো তো
You, yes. You, where you were?
Yeah.
Sleeping, playing, with Krishna playing. Okay.
So Gurudev, you mentioned something about seeing my family, but you want to take some breakfast first?
No, you should come first.
No.
Huh? After taking my breakfast, you can.
When you want.
I'll tell you.
Half hour?
Ask Naveen because he will be angry to me.
So, Adha Ganta.
No, Adha Ghanta.
Oh, yeah?
And if he is, now what is the time?
8:15.
8:50. I think that you will make ready in 15 minutes.
We will wait.
Or what is it? Hare Krishna. Hare Ram. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati. Once there were two Vaishnavas. They went to a town. One made his hosting under a banyan tree. Near that banyan tree, a prostitute used to live there on a second story of a very beautiful building. And another Vaishnava, he went and he was hosting in a temple in the middle of that town. This Vaishnava, who was living near prostitute, he was thinking in one mood, and in temple thinking another mood. He was thinking, who was living in temple, that that Vaishnava is there he is with prostitute. No? And he was saying that so many persons are coming and going. And this Vaishnava being with prostitute nearby, he was thinking that, oh, I am so full, unfortunate that I could not live in temple. He is so fortunate that he is always living in with deities, doing kirtan and chanting and remembering. He is thinking of that Vaishnava and thinking that he is so fortunate. And that Vaishnava always thinking of that prostitute and that criticizing him. I am so lucky that I am in temple and he is a wretched person, he is there. Always think and criticizing. In the meantime, the time of death came. Who was in temple? He saw that three very dangerous shape, they are coming to them. Tell them, who are you? We are death. We are Yamadut. We are come to take you. Oh, I am not that, he is there. Prostitute, he is there, I am not that person. Because that he is always with that prostitute, thinking like that. I am so holy person, I am in temple. You don't know, no. We know all these things and practice. Especially we are come for you. And then where will you take me? In Swarga? No, we'll take you to the Hanuman, bad quality of most wretched place you will take him and punish for you. You are always thinking and criticizing, but he is like sadhu, he is always thinking of you. Holy name and everything. So, my instruction is of Rupa Goswami that never criticize anyone. If he is doing bad, he is doing bad for him. But we should not criticize anyone. If you will criticize anyone, that this is wrong, this fellow is very bad, then all these qualities will come in. And Jam will come first to you to punish you. Always try to remember the good qualities of Vaishnavas, of Krishna, hearing and chanting and remembering. I've heard from anywhere that my disciples, they criticize ISKCON leaders and all that. You should pray. I don't want. Whether they are ISKCON or not, they are out of any cost and greed. They are bad. Even you should not criticize. Try to always remember and to glorify devotees. This is good way. So Rupa Goswami has told all these things, and Swamiji has also told. So you should be careful for this. Now we are going. So much is to tell. Begin from where? From 75 page. Last stanza.
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has commented as follows upon this verse. One who has not yet...
What was the last teaching of Srila Rupa Goswami? That Swamiji explained, Seva Sadhak Rupena Siddha Rupena. Can you tell?
Seva Sadhaka Rupena Siddha Rupena Chakra. That a devotee in his sadhaka roop, in his devotee form, he should be serving Krishna outwardly, but inwardly in his siddha.
No. Anyone can explain the meaning of Sevas Sadhak Rupena Siddha? You can tell anything?
That we serve the acharyas like say Raghunath Das according how he was doing sadhana in his sadhak group, and how also Rati Manjari, she was serving Srimati Radhika as in her siddha group. So like this, following the Goswamis in our own sadhak group.
Outwardly what?
Sankhya Purvaka Namagana.
Yes, this. Sadhak Rupena. How Rupa Goswami has done sadhana. Always remembering chanting. Sankhya Purvaka Namagana. These are outwardly sadhana. So what sadhana Rupa Goswami has done in the shape of sadhak, we should try to take it. And Siddha Rupena, what? What is the meaning of Siddha Rupena?
As like Raghunath Das and Vilap Kushmanjali is writing so many.
What? Any slok?
Shri Rupa Manjari Kadachit Padapani.
Very good. Another? Another slok? Tambular Panapadamaradam. You remember? Huh? Utter this slok. First slok. Like Siddha. In Siddha you should see that Rupa Manjari, Rupa Goswami, what we see in Sadhak Rupa. Now in Siddha Rupa he is always serving Srimati Radhika. Tambularpan, giving betterness. Padamardam, message. Helping Radhika to meet Krishna. By all means, he is expert. Like निकुंज जूनो रतिकेली सिद्धै जालिर्भिर्युक्तिरपेक्षणी. Like this. Tatrati daksha dati vallabhasya bande puroshi. This is Siddha Seva of Gurudev. And what is external? Second slok. What of Guru Vastra? Mahaprabhu Kirtana Nitya. This is out of, but as a sadhak rupena. And Gurudev in Siddha rupena, Nikunja Juno Ratikeli. These are. So, sadhak rupena, Rupa Goswami was doing in shape of Rupa Goswami like sadhak. Gurudev like sadhak. Shravanam Kirtanam and doing all this. And internally, that Rupa Goswami is not Rup, he is Raghunath Das Goswami, he is in, there are Siddha. And after that they are, what they doing? Sri Rup Manjari Padat Pada Padma Goshtendra Nandan Bhujarpita Mastikaya Has Modatah Konak Gauri Padara Binda Shambahanani Shanakai Tabakin Karish. Like when a day will come, that Rup Manjari will call me and order me to do this. When Radha and Krishna both are tired in Vrindavan walking here and there. Radhika is more soft, so is more tired. She has given her head in the laps of Krishna and feet in the lap of Rup Manjari. Krishna is gently going, yeah. And sometimes with Pitambar he is washing the mouth of Srimati Radhika. Very affectionate. And Rup Manjari massaging very gently, softly and sweetly the face of Srimati Radhika. Nearby, Rati Manjari is standing and he is fanning, she is fanning, giving chamar. Rup Manjari, called by his eyes, through eyes. Come on. I will give you a remnant Mahaprasadam. You should take this faith, you should gently miss it. I am going to bring water, very beautiful water, because they are thirsty. Telling this, Rati Manjari came and she took that thing. So when I will have a day to see and to serve like this, when Rupa Goswami, Rati Goswami, they will give me this remnant of this Mahaprasad. This is Siddha Rupena. So he is telling, Siddha Rupena, Chatrahi, Tadbhav, Lipshuna, those who are, have some, even a little, what? Desire to serve. Log ka kya? Anything. They should do like this. Brajalokanusarata. What is the meaning of Brajalokanusarata? You should follow. Like Braja. How? How Brajalokanusarata? Can you explain?
How his dear devotees in Vrindavan are serving him.
Like any example?
Like Radharani and the gopis, like Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari, Labhanga Manjari.
No, not that. Brajlokanusarataha. Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami as Brajvasi. They are following Ekadashi, observing Ekadashi. There are so many persons who don't observe Ekadashi. But Rupa Goswami, they are telling that we are following gopis and gopis. But actually they are not following. Because we heard that Nanda Baba, Jashoda and all the boys, They went to Mathura on Ambika Kanan and they were observing Ekadashi. But some Nimbark Sampradaya or other Radha Vallavi, they tell that we have nothing to do like this. So Brajalokanusarata, that Rup Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, our all disciplic acharyas are Brajavasi. We should follow them. They never worshipped Rukmini Raman. Brajalokanusara, not like Dwarka, not like Puri, not like all other places. Like in Vrindavan, Brajalokanusarata, what Rupa Goswami has done, we will have to follow. We will not follow to Rup Manjari, Rati Manjari outwardly. In Siddha Bhava, we can follow by mind. We can have wishes like this. But we will have to follow and practice. If you are following Rukmini Raman, Jagannath, Balram, Subhadra, they are done. Rupa Goswami, they are prayed only for their mercies. So we can pray for their mercy. But actually, there should be no 2, 3, 4, 5 Ishtadev. Ishtadev, we know? Only Krishna and Radhika should be in our heart. We only want to serve them as a Ishtadev. But we will honor all. We will honor Sri Gopishwar Mahadev, no harm. We can honor Hanuman, no harm. We can honor Balram, Jagannath, Subhadra, because they are same as Krishna, Tattvataha. But we can take only Srimati Radhika and Krishna in our heart. Lalita, Vishakha, all the associates of Krishna. Giriraj, Govardhan, no harm. Jamuna, no harm. But Jamuna Maya is harm, very harmful. Jamuna Maya cannot go in Braja, but Sakhi Jamuna can go. You should think very deeply. Radhika Maya will not go in Braja. Then Radhika Maya is Rukmini. But who is Srimati Radhika? Beloved of Krishna. She is married to Krishna? No need of marriage. More than all this. So, if anything want, Giriraj is there to give everything. Not to Ganesh, not to anyone. Nothing we have. Only Radha Krishna. We should not want anything from Krishna because he is beloved. And Krishna is only Nandanandan, Jashodanandan and Radha Kanta. He is not Ishwar that he can fulfill your desires. Understand? Krishna is not their Ishwar. Not like a god or demigod. A supreme personality of Godhead, not in Vrindavan Braja. What he is? He is only son of Jashoda, controlled by Jashoda. He is Radha Kanta, no Krishna. If gopis have to ask something, they will go to Giriraj Govardhan. Nand Baba will worship Shalagram and tell that my boy should be always happy, my son should be always happy. So this mood should come. This is Brajalokanusarata. What Brajavasi like Rupa and Sanatan have done for sadhan bhajan, we should only accept. Don't go beyond them, that I am generous more than Rupa and Sanatan. No? So we will have to know what Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, all Sad Goswami or all Acharyas have done and how to follow. You will have to know. And if you are not knowing by any good Vaishnava, more superior than us, we don't have this thing. Because everything is in my Guru book, what he has written. Understand? My Gurudev has written everything in my book. So you should not read anything, he has everything. Then first, why Vyas publish so many books? And if Vyas has done, then why Rupa Goswami wrote so many books? And if Rupa Goswami has written everything, then why Jiva Goswami compiled so many books? Why Vishwanath Chakravarti done? Did? Why Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote so many books, 100 books? Why? And everything has been done before that. Why Swamiji has done so many hundred of books? And I think that if he was here in this world, he has written so many books. Krishna glory cannot be counted. It is uncounted, transcendental. So, if there, I think it is true that he has given everything in his books, but to understand his books, some explanation should be there. So Swamiji has not made any book special. He has only given explanation of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Gita, never new thing. So, if any Acharya will come, very powerful, he may write so many things, everything though is here. But sometimes the truth are covered by ignorance, by Kali. So to clear all these things, they come to explain what is the stage of now Vartaman, present. So many new questions are coming in the minds of Kali Yugi person. So to explain all these truths, they have to make so many books. Then, Brajalokanusarataha, we will have to do all our function, cultivate our all activities like Braja. Braja means all are not Brajvashi in Vrindavan. There are some rickshaw puller having knife. In night, they will take in their rickshaw, and in the midway they will cut and look all. They are not Brajvashi. The Pandas always want money, they are not Brajvashi. In Brajvashi, some rare can be real Brajvashi, not all. So Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Prabhupada, actually they are Brajvashi, because Swamiji has told anywhere that my home is in Vrindavan, office in and my practice is in. So his home is Vrindavan, so he is Brajvashi. No? We should try to follow his internal words. Oh, somehow tell that Narayana Maharaj is defining him, not glorifying. What will be more glory than this? I am telling you. I think that never anyone can glorify Swamiji like this. Then, Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has commented as follows upon this verse. One who has not yet developed an interest in Krishna consciousness should give up all material motives and train his mind by following the progressive regulative principles, namely chanting and remembering Krishna.
He has told us that give up all material motives. Are we doing? Those who are not doing, it means they are not following actually. Some are doing little, then we may tell that some those who are following actually all these things, they are ISKCON. Otherwise not ISKCON. I can tell this strongly. We should try to follow him, obey him, not only by words, but by hearts. Go on.
By chanting and remembering Krishna and his name, form, quality, pastimes, and so forth. In this way, After developing a taste for such things, one should try to live in Vrindavan and pass his time constantly remembering Krishna's name, fame, pastimes, and qualities under the direction and protection of an expert devotee.
This is more a special thing. And protection of an expert devotee. You are living in Vrindavan, chanting, remembering. But you are not taking any association with this expert devotee. Then what is this? Like zeros without a one. What I told? Zero without one means?
If you one, then everything zero.
Or they practice like 0, 0, 0. But Krishna consciousness is not there. Then all the efforts are like 0. So you are doing chanting, remembering all this, but not in a protection of an expert devotee. Then all will be. If you are thinking, I am expert, Rupa Goswami has not told that this. Then
This is the sum and substance of all instruction regarding the cultivation of devotional service.
after that he is explaining something. He has told sub and something, but still he wants to explain. What is it?
In the neophyte stage, one should always engage in hearing Krishna Katha. This is called Shravan Dasa, the stage of hearing. By constantly hearing the transcendental holy name of Krishna and hearing of his transcendental form, qualities and pastimes.
What is this pastimes? What is this pastime? We are not qualified to hear Krishna Katha. If anyone tells here, what is the pastimes? He has written Krishna book. All pastimes are there. For whom he has written Krishna Katha, Krishna book? For whom? For all who are neophyte. Who are neophyte? I am in my chanting 50 years. I am neophyte or old? No. If we are not advanced our Krishna consciousness to that stage, to Uttam Adhikari or Madhyam Adhikari, you are all neophyte. Only telling will not do. A stage should be there. So he is telling for neophytes, for all, that we should hearing to Saman Dasa first. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has explained all these 5 things in the last of Jaiva Dharma. Very vividly this. For advanced devotees, and he is telling neophyte, then what is any difference? No difference. Same thing. You will have to reconcile all these things. If you cannot reconcile, then you are bogus. You should try to be in association of a good devotees. Hearing Krishna Katha pastimes, what he has written in his book, what has been written in Chaitanya Chaitamrita, what has been explained in Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, all these things. What is the qualification? Only qualification is honor in Guru Vakya, in Krishna Vakya, Shastra Vakya. If you have honor and to develop your Krishna consciousness, you are qualified for this. Wow.
Then one can attain to the stage of acceptance called Varana Dasha.
Varandasha means? No. You should go on.
When one attains this stage,
What stage? Varandasha. Varan means to decide to take anything properly. Hearing anything, we will decide and cultivate what we have heard. I should do this, I should do this, I should be like this. To decide and to work on the same point is Varan Dasha. Gurudev tells you should chant 1 lakh Hari Name. Remember always. I heard and I could not follow that he has not come in Varan. But actually he is doing, then he is in Varan. Now he will explain.
when one attains this stage, he becomes attached to the hearing of Krishna Katha.
Varan, now he has some attached to hearing that. He will have some taste in that.
When one is able to chant in ecstasy, he attains the stage of smaranavastha, the stage of remembering. Recollection, absorption, meditation, constant remembrance, and trance are the 5 items of progressive Krishna smarana. At first, remembrance of Krishna may be interrupted at intervals, but later remembrance proceeds uninterrupted. When remembrance is uninterrupted, it becomes concentrated and is called meditation. When meditation expands and becomes constant, it is called anusmriti. By uninterrupted and unceasing anusmriti, one enters the stage of samadhi, or spiritual trance. After smaranadasa, or samadhi, has fully developed, the soul comes to understand his original constitutional position.
This is Swarup Siddhi. Then?
At that time, he can perfectly and clearly understand his eternal relationship with Krishna. That is called Sampati Dasha, the perfection of life.
Has Swamiji warned that you should not go through these 5? 5 he has told that you should not hear all these things. He has told that Bhakti is like a river current. We should try to develop Saman Dasha, Varan Dasha, then Smaran Dasha, then Bhavapan Dasha, and then Sampati Dasha. Oh, we are not qualified for this. Certainly you are not qualified. But those who are qualified, why you are taking his fits, driving, pulling? Why? Have you any reason or power to do this? You have no right to do this. Some wants to control all others. You are not qualified to hear this. You are not qualified to thinking of anything about gopis. Not Brajava. Only do this, that, control it. Swamiji has not controlled all this. This has freedom he has given to go through all these things. His order is to do like this. And if anyone not following him, obeying him, this is his weakness. So, truly obeying him is to follow all these things. This is the way established by Rupa Goswami. And certified by all our Goswamis, up to Swamiji. Go on.
Chaitanya Charitamrita advises those who are neophytes to give up all kinds of motivated desires and simply engage.
In what stage we can give up all our desires? When we are beginning, there is no nishtha, desires are there. But when nishtha comes, so many desires go away. But even so many, when ruchi comes, still there are some. But I think that 75 has gone percent. In this stage of asakti, almost all kinds of unearth has been removed. But still there are some. In this stage of bhav, all has been gone, but a smell is there. That smell can bring anyone again. But when Krishna is seen and prem is there, totally that smell also goes away. And he can never can fall. Chitraketu Maharaj, Bharat Maharaj, Jai Vijay are example for this. They were not conditioned so only to show us for examples. They have set examples like that. Even they were in the mood of bhav. And a smell of unearth was there. And that is why with a smell, he treated that deer like his deer. And he was attached. And for 3, Basi went down. But we will go where? For nowhere. Never we will return. Because they were realized so. They have gone up to bhav. That is why they returned up only after 3. But we cannot. So, to set examples, they took this stage that they are fallen. Actually, they are not fallen. We should not take them. But we may fall. So we should be very careful. So even up to stage of bhav, there are. But we should further go on. If we are not qualified, oh, we are not in nishtha. Don't think. Try to develop. Try to follow all the orders of our Rupa Goswami, line of Rupa Goswami, line of our Swami.
One should give up all kinds of motivated desires and simply engage in the regulative devotional service of the Lord.
What is regulative? Vaidhi Bhakti. We have no desire actually naturally to serve. But we know we have realized the sufferings and sorrows of this world. And we know have this Shraddha that by serving Krishna we can go out of these things. So we are doing. Then regulative. Following the regulations and rules. Regulative bhakti.
According to the directions of Scripture. In this way, a neophyte can gradually develop attachment for Krishna's name, fame, form, qualities, and so forth. When one has developed such attachment, he can spontaneously serve the lotus feet of Krishna, even without following the regulative principles. This stage is called Raga Bhakti.
What is telling? What is? Anyone can explain this line? He can spontaneously serve the lotus feet of Krishna even without following the regulative principles. But
He doesn't have to hear from Shastra that he should serve Krishna.
no, he must.
No, he doesn't have to hear, but it's spontaneously from the heart he wants to serve.
There are some rules and regulations he can omit. Only this. What regulations? Which are not helpful for a spontaneous service of Krishna. This
stage is called Raga Bhakti.
I don't think that I am not understanding why he has written this Raganuga Bhakti for devotees. Why? Then we should take him out of Krishna consciousness and his scorn. I have a proposal to GBC that first take him out of his scorn and then to me. Because I am following him, he had told first, and I am telling only I am repeating only, so I am not so much culprit as Swamiji was. No, he is not culprit. He is Guru Tattva. He is like Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. He has done marvelous for us that you should follow all these things. We should not criticize him. Anyone should not be criticized.
This stage is called Raganuga Bhakti, or devotional service and spontaneous love.
I think that most grievance is that I am telling Raganuga Bhakti sometimes. But you can understand that I have given classes here 2 times daily for 10 days, 12 days here. What I have told, what they are alligating me? Nothing. Actually nothing. Go on.
At that stage, a devotee can follow in the footsteps of one of the eternal associates of Krishna in Vrindavan. This is called Raganuga Bhakti.
What is Raganuga Bhakti? For whom he is writing? For everyone? Everyone who wants to serve Radha and Krishna. And those who don't want to serve Radha Krishna, for them it is not applicable. So I think that all the devotees who have left their houses or anything, they have gone to Swamiji. Swamiji will want that they should follow this. But if they are not qualified to follow, then you should follow this.
Raganuga Bhakti, or spontaneous devotional service, can be executed in the Shantaras when one aspires to be like Krishna's cows, or a stick or flute in the hand of Krishna, or the flowers around Krishna's neck.
It is all right. This is correct. But we'll have to reconcile this. In Braja, Rupa Goswami is telling no Shantaras. But if there is no Shantaras, then something lacking in Braja. So there is some Shantaras, but we cannot say that the creepers to whom Krishna is touching, they become and some like beloved. They love Krishna like beloved. These creepers. The trees like the friends of Krishna. Cows like mother. They want to serve Krishna like mother. The calf like brothers. Krishna around his neck, their necks. Oh, so much embracing them. When Krishna is picking flowers from creepers, they become so ashamed, like Blabber touched us in Vrindavan. Flute, she is not in Shantaras. Gopis have so much envy for Bansi. That he is always kissing Krishna, and Krishna is always Krishna. If there is no Bansi, take Bansi from Braj, then what happens? Like Dwarka. Krishna has no float in Dwarka. He telling that for whom I will take Bansi from Braj to Dwarka. I have to control gopis, so I need this. But I will go to Dwarka and I will tell, oh, you should go out my. And by saying this, they will be controlled. No use of Bansi. No use that I should fell flat on the feet of Dwarka Rani. No need at all. Only my words will do. Oh, they will see my eyes, my mouth, like this, and they will be careful. They will be controlled that one. But in Braja, Krishna is doing so many things to please gopis. And gopis are telling like last night, oh, go away from our Krishna. Don't let Krishna come to Srimati Radhika. This is Braja. This is Ragatmika Bhakti. Those who are following, this is called Radhanuga. So here I am from the coughs, cows, Krishna Bansi float, his sticks, anyone are not of Shantaras in Braja. All are like friends, beloved, mother, father, friends, like this. But it is like this, stated in Rupa Goswami book, like Swamiji has written here. For ordinary person, they have no taste in all these things. Shantaras is ek tarfa. Ek tarfa means?
One side.
One side. One side. Like a tree is there. And if Krishna is not going under the shade of that tree cannot serve. So Krishna will go under that tree, take some fruits, he will taste the shadow of that tree, then they are serving, otherwise they cannot serve. So it is one tarfa, and one side. By the side of Krishna he is taking, but they are not qualified to serve Krishna actually. This is called Shantaras. But in Braja, when any tree see Krishna, oh, a bench is full of flowers, manjaris and fruits. They can go, they can advance their hands up towards Krishna, and they will treat like sometimes beloved creepers and trees like friends, and they will test so many things. Giriraj mountain, it seems that he is in Shantarasa, but we cannot think like this. So we'll have to reconcile all these things. Go on.
And the Dasyaras.
In this thing, so much affection, love is in creepers also. When they see Krishna, manjari, new manjari, green lips, they become happy, smiling by flowers. They are doing like this. Come on, come on, come on. But they are not of Shantaras. If in this is so pleasure, mood of love, then what to tell of Sakharas, Vatsalyaras and others. So there is a taste. If anyone has a very little thin greed to test all these things, the service of Krishna is qualified to enter in Radhandara. Anyone cannot control him by any rules and regulations.
In the Dasharas, one follows in the footsteps of servants like Chitraka, Patraka, or Rakshaka.
If anyone hear that, if anyone wants to serve Krishna like that, he has written the name of Chitrak, Patrak and Rakta. Anyone had to ask anyone that who were they? Anything about them in any shastra, from where he is writing? It is what? It is okay or not? If he is telling Swamiji, a curiosity will come that what service they have done to Krishna and who are they. If there is no inquiry, then it means that you are not attached to this. So, if Swamiji has written anywhere that Raga Anuga Bhakti, then, oh Prabhuji, what is Raga Anuga? I have not heard, but Swamiji has written here. Will there be inquiry or not? And if inquiry is coming, then his Sahajiya or anything. Don't think like this. Then try to understand the writings of Swamiji. This is the duty of any good bona fide disciple. So many inquiries will come. Then, no, sorry.
In the friendly Sakyuras, one can become a friend like Baladev, Sridama, or Sudama. In the Vatsalya Ras, characterized by...
Why he has not told one, he has told 3, 4, 5, 6, why? Because the modes of Baldev Prabhu is not like Subal, not like Madhumangal, not like Ujjwal, Shidam, different modes. The sakhas are of 5 kinds. So he has written like this. Otherwise he has written only one Baldev. But Baldev is the elder brother of Krishna. Everything is not manifested here. So he has written so many names. Everything very deeply. If you go deeply, then you are full of love and affection. It will touch your hearts. Then you will have some interest in this.
In the Vatsalya Ras, characterized by parental affection, one can become like Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda.
Oh, one thing Swamiji has perhaps he has done wrong. Why he did not take the name of his actual father and mother? Who has the actual father and mother? Devaki and Vasudeva, but he has omitted their name. Oh, I cannot bear this. Oh, I know that Swami Maharaj heard. That he has accepted that his real father and mother were. So he is giving his name, actually. For other, those who are in very lower grade, for them, they will tell that, oh, actually father, mother were Vasudeva Devaki. Only, what son? Adopted son. Any word? Foster. Foster father. He has told clearly, I don't admit this, but you will have to admit this thing. So he has given like this.
And in the Madhurya Ras, characterized by conjugal love, one can become like Srimati Radharani or her lady friends, such as Lalita and her serving maids, Manjaris, like Rupa and Rati.
Like three kinds. Not only like gopis. In gopis there are so many kinds of gopis, so having so many modes. Srimati Radhika mode one cannot do. Lalita Vishaka mode also very rare, very real. For Jivas it is not there. Only her serving maids like, oh, again he has written Manjari lady. Very bad thing. If I have printed this book, published, I have taken this name out of that. Without Manjari I has published. But I don't know who published this book. Who published? Any publisher? Or Swamiji has? Oh, everything is now wrong with this name Manjari. Don't try to hear this Manjari name. Otherwise you will all be Sahajiyan. Go on. Our object is this Manjari.
This is the essence.
Highest, very highest. Or mood be there, object be there. But don't think that I am Manjari. Otherwise we will be finished. We can have agreed anything to marry a princess, Elizabeth or anyone. No harm. But don't go to Elizabeth and tell that I am going to marry you. Otherwise your head will be at once taken. Keep it in your heart only. Don't want to what to enjoy any lady and do this. And then
This is the essence of all instruction in the matter of devotional service.
Gaur Praman Rup Goswami ki Jai, Raghunath Das Goswami ki Jai, all 6 Goswami ki Jai, और our Guru Parampara ki Jai, Gaur Praman. I'm satisfied to finish all this one very little. Hare Krishna. Shri Gurudev ki Jai. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. That I will sit in my evening class, but due to some certain reasons, I cannot attend my class because I will have to meet so many devotees to answer their questions. Also to prepare for tomorrow in morning. Before 6 we will start from here. I think that in the duties of Nirgun Prabhu, the morning arti should be done till 6 that I may attend the arti, and after 6 or just at the time of 6 I may travel from here. So do it with some, not so much, but that you should finish the arti up till 6. That at 6 I may, because it will take 5 hours journey. So I think that most of you will be in San Francisco, and there I will explain the boyhood pastimes of very lovely of Krishna. So I want to be excused for that I told, and I am not ordering this. Gaur Prama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
गौर प्रमाण हरिबो गोविंद नाम धर्माधवेजी गोविंद नाम धर्माधवेजी and do all गोविंद नाम धर्माधवेजी 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 गोविंद नाम
সব তো यार सामान লোড করে নি সব কমপ্লিট করে নিয়েছি হ্যাঁ সব করে নিয়েছি তো দেরি করে লাভ না হতে এখানে দেরি করলে কত দেরি হবে
What is the difference between Vrinda Devi and Tulsi? Or they are same? They are same?
ছটাও বেজে গেছে
Vrinda Devi in spiritual world, Tulsi Devi appearing as a plant in this world.
And Tulsi is not spiritual?
Same tattva, same person.
Any difference?
Form.
Vrinda Devi is arranging specific material pastimes in Vrindavan, and Tulsi Devi is expansion
In Vaikuntha. He is married to Narayana, Lucy. But Vrinda never was married to Narayana, even not to Krishna. His husband was in Vrindavan, always visited Vrindavan. She is manifestation of Purnima Devi, Yog Maya. Only he arranged how gopis, Srimati Radhika will meet with Krishna. And also he helps Jivas all to meet with Krishna. She arranged all the Kund, all Vrindavan she decorates. Tulsi always lives with Narayana. But as a plant, when Narayana became Salagaram, she came in this world. But also, something as Vrinda. He helps, name is also Vrinda. So she helps all the conditional soul to have a spontaneous service of Radha and Krishna. What is the difference between Yogmaya and Vrinda Devi? Yogmaya helps all kinds of pastimes of Krishna. And Vrinda Devi, especially in Madhur Ras, helping all gopis to meet with Krishna, decorating Kunj and everything. She had nothing to do anything more. She is absorbed in this service. Gaur Pramanand.
Gurudev, I heard that there's Tulsi Kunjas in Vrindavan. I heard that in Vrindavan there are Kunjas just of Tulsi and they're the most fragrant.
Vrinda. Because it is Vrindavan, not Tulsivan. Especially Tulsi lives in Vaikuntha and arranges there. She is the manifestation of Vrinda Devi. Gaur Pramanand. My hearty blessings to all. I wish that you should be engaged in Radha Krishna conjugal service. Also I am saying that here our preaching and everything is so successful. All are inspired from little boys, those were in laps of their mother, from there to old men of 84, and all the ladies, all the persons, all the young girls and youth, all were inspired. Even little boys came to me and told that I want to be initiated by you. So I accepted them all. Those who are in labs anywhere. When they will grow more, then they will be helped more. I think that now this place will be known as New Praja. And all the devotees will be of New Praja. Govardhan is also here. Radha Kund nearby this here. Shyam Kund, Malakri, everything. I think that from now this place will be very famous for as a new treasure. We will all remember this occasion.
Thanks everyone for coming. My Dandavats to all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Especially my heartly blessings and dhanyavad. My thanks to you and your family. Yeah, you are all and so, and you attracted me to come.
I'll pray every day for you to come back. And everyone else too. Yes, he is there.
All
Nanda Gopal. Gopa Vrindapal. So many.
All
Hare Krishna.
All. All glory.
All glory to all the assembled devotees. All glory to all the assembled devotees. All glory to all the assembled devotees. Jai. Jai Gurudeva. Jai Gurudeva.
has a car. I left it on the table. Quickly run. Bring.
Joey, unlock the door, please. It isn't locked. It is. Shut. Shh, quiet. If you're gonna come in.
Because you walk in, everybody looks at you.
Oh, but if you just wait a few minutes until I finish.
used to do this to Srila Prabhupada's room every time he would leave. Grab.
What's this? I'm going to give it to these new devotees. Is that okay?
Before you